You say we inherit attachment behaviours from our childhood caregivers. How so?
Well, it's partly a genetic predisposition. Some people are born with more need for care and attachment and touch. And then also what happens in the first 3 years of life, where we neglected, where we abused, where we smothered by parents. And so we grow up to create a model, a blueprint for love, if you will, that exists in our minds. And then we go out in our adult life and we try to find somebody that creates that same feeling of familiarity, even if it was a bad feeling.
Wow.
So what are the different types of attachment styles, Wendy?
Well, you know, nowadays, attachment, the people who study attachment look at a whole continuum and a big scale, but we can loosely put people into one of 4 categories. People who have a secure attachment style. They can give and receive care comfortably. Then there are people who have sort of an anxiety or anxiousness around attachment. They're the ones that are constantly checking their texts and counting the number of words that they sent and wondering how long till they called again, etc. They're always vigilantly looking for threats of abandonment. And then there are 2 kinds of avoidant style. One are avoidant dismissive, and these are people who literally build this exterior personality that says, I don't need anybody, I'm cool, I have no needs, etc. And then more dismissive, fearful are people who crave intimacy and want to get close to somebody, but as they do, then they move away, or they create conflict, or they do something to push them away.
All right, well, what are the keys to recognising our attachment pattern?
Well, if you find that you're dating the same person over and over again, they're wearing a different shirt and driving a different car, but basically the feeling you have inside is the same, then you know that you've activated your attachment style. And if you're having lots of frequent, multiple relationships that don't work out and you keep saying, I just haven't met the right person, no, actually, relationship skills, if you have good ones, mean that there are plenty of right people for you. You just need to have the skills. And the answer, of course, is to do the exploration work in psychotherapy with a licensed professional.
Wendy, I imagine some of these attachment styles can be almost bad in a relationship, in that, you know, not healthy for us to have a certain attachment style. Are we doomed to what we've inherited, or can we change our attachment style?
We're definitely not doomed. The research shows that if you're lucky enough and you fall on an anxious or dismissive side to fall in love with somebody who has a secure attachment style, maybe they're particularly sexually attractive to you, then that secure person can model a healthy relationship. You can learn from them. Or through the, as I mentioned, the patient-therapist dyad, you can heal through that relationship. There's also research to show that if you parent, I mean, people, even with poor attachment styles, become parents. And as they're soothing and consoling that baby and saying things, they're there now, daddy's going to be home soon, mommy's here, etc., after a while, their own brain is hearing that consoling, and they're self-consoling, almost reparenting themselves at the same time. So sometimes doing something different than what your parents did to you with your children and actually giving them love and attention can heal the adult as well.
I feel like I've just had a session in therapy. Wendy, thank you very much indeed for your time.
Thank you.